Hello, and welcome to Tuesdays with Tara. I'm Transformation Tara, running online masterminds, VIP days, and retreats for amazing, purpose driven men and women who want to make an impact with their gifts and move from a place of success to significance. So, significance is when your life really takes on a new meaning because you want to make an impact on the lives of others. So, right away, if you're just hopping on, I want to let you know my free masterclass is something I'm doing right now once a month. I don't know how long it will last. And if you go to transformationterra.com/purpose, you can actually you can register for that and join for free. We will be together in a Zoom room, and it's really teaching you how to discover your purpose, monetize your passion, and create prosperity in 30 days. So purpose, passion, prosperity can come to you. You will find transformation within 30 days. So join me this Thursday for a 1-hour masterclass, and I'm excited to connect with you there. Also, just so you know, while we're here together, before I get into today's content, that if you are someone who knows that you want to move forward and you want like greater results in your life or in your business, and you're not sure exactly how that looks, but I do a free call, but it's not a free call. It's really for someone that is ready to invest in themselves and is ready to take that next step. And then you could get on a one-on-one call with me, and I will put the link here. It's calendly.com/Tara Nolan/connection call. So if you are really serious about making a difference in your life, there are many different opportunities I have, from retreats to VIP days in person to online VIP experiences, and even our annual mastermind program. So if that's something that you know you're really curious about, there's no obligation to buy, and the call is free. But please don't book the call unless you know you're really ready to take a step and invest in yourself. So having said that, different ways that we can connect, whether it's through a call or through the masterclass this week. Today, I'm talking to you about confidence and three keys to really finding confidence and how this changes your life. So confidence is defined as how likely you are to accomplish a goal based on your past experience. It's often based on your past experience. So imagine how important this is. So anything in your life that you want to do, it doesn't matter if you want to make $1 million, start your purpose-driven business, get healthy and fit, find the love of your life, or anything, move across the country, buy your first home, buy your second or third home, whatever it is. Like, you are more likely to accomplish these goals if you have confidence in yourself in making them happen. So how do you do that? How do you create that sense of confidence? I come from a background, a very diverse background, because I had about a decade and a half or more in corporate business, and about a decade and a half or more in yoga and Eastern philosophy and the study of deep level happiness. So with that, I really bring in the ancient practices of the Yoga Sutras and how they apply to modern business. So as Transformation Tara, I use my intuitive guidance combined with my knowledge and skills in business and my studies on Eastern philosophy and deep level happiness. So I will be sharing with you some of the teachings of the Yoga Sutras today. There's 3 keys to a happier, more successful life, and how to gain confidence to get you there, because that's going to make all the difference, right? So what is confidence? It's not even a measure of your skill. Like, it doesn't even matter that you're really good at something, or like if you think of someone, or maybe a woman that walks in a room, it's not even about beauty. It's really about how you feel about your skills, how you feel about your beauty, how you feel about yourself. And what that comes down to right away, my number one key to finding confidence, it's tapas. Tapas is one of the niyamas in yoga. I'm going to put this on the screen here. If you're not on Instagram, you'll be able to see this. And tapas is getting passionate about whatever it is that you want in your life. So it's building heat. It's heat and passion from the inside. So we think of tapas as heat building. So when you have a passion to be who you are, to do what you do, to create something, maybe it is to buy that dream home or to travel across the world or to find that relationship or build your soul calling business. I call it soul calling success, which is success on your terms that comes from a place in your heart where you want to help, you want to serve, and you really want to follow your purpose. And that means bringing together all of the life experiences and skills and hardships and pain and beauty and experiences so that you can now utilize what's happened to you for a reason and help others with it and make more significance out of your life. So it's really this practice of moving from success to significance that is soul calling success. But it's not going to happen if you don't believe that it can. It's not going to happen if you don't step into that higher version of yourself. And that is a happier way of living, a more driven way of living, but not driven from a place of the masculine energy where it's push, push, push. It's really driven from this place in your heart where you know that you want to make a difference and that you're on this earth and in this beautiful life for a reason. And what is that? How can you give back? How can you be the most love and give the most love and make the most meaning to everyone that you impact, everyone that you come around, right? Like, how can you do that? So that won't happen unless you get confident about who you are and your goals. So again, the first key to making this happen is in the beautiful Sanskrit language from Hinduism, an ancient, blessed, sacred language. It's here on my arms as well. You've probably seen that before. And if you're interested in yoga, I'm sure you know it. But that the number one is tapas. This is heat building. So you get heat from within that actually gives you a passion, that gives you a reason to step forward and do what you want to do. Like, think of a time that you were confident in your life about something. You probably were really confident because you had a real passion to do it. There was something that you really cared about. And that's imperative. So to move forward with step 2, I know you're dying to know, this is the practice of svadhyaya. Svadhyaya. So again, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, hi, I love that I'm seeing some hearts. If you're there, tell me, have you ever heard of Sanskrit before? Do you know any of these words? Tapas, svadhyaya. I will put this word on the screen right now. Here we go. It's only not on Instagram, otherwise it's on the others. Svadhyaya is really the practice. This is one of the most important. It is knowing thyself. When you know yourself so truly and so deeply, you get an unshakable confidence about being who you are and what you believe in. That's true confidence. But you can't get there unless you do the inner work. I heard someone this morning say to me, one of my clients actually, so I want to give her credit, Rachel. She said, change the internal and the external world changes. Work on the internal and the external changes. And that's exactly right. So when you get this level of confidence, of knowing who you are, knowing thyself on a deep level, then you will have more confidence to do what you really want. So I'll give you an example. I had a VIP day last week, Friday, with one of my clients who was in from Florida. And she was really dreaming about what she's going to do now that her son, her last child at home, is leaving the nest and going off to college this fall. And that's a big step in women's lives when their, kids are gone, because your purpose has been understandably so tied around like this amazing experience of being a mother. But when you're a mother and you have your kids at home, like, it never stops. You're always like, where are they? What do they need? Do they need to eat? Do they need to drink? Do they need to sleep? Are they okay? Are they safe? I mean, I don't care. Mine's only 7, but I don't care how old they are. You're still caring deeply and concerned about your kids, right? So when your kids finally get to this point that they're leaving the nest, Then it's looking at, okay, where is my identity? If your identity was tied up in your career, your identity was tied up in being a mother, all of these different roles that we play in our lives, then you might have this like uncertainty, confusion, even a void as to like, what is my purpose now? What is my identity now? Like, who am I really? So in working with my client D, that was up from Florida on her VIP day last Friday, not only did we have a lot of fun and we took her out on the lake and did yoga here on this deck and everything, but we did some really serious work looking at how she could create her dream life. And it turns out she's been dreaming about living international her entire life. And here she is approaching 50. And I think she's a little over 50, doesn't matter. She has always wanted to live abroad. And so now we looked at, okay, if you could, and she's like, but how can I? I have this business in Florida. Okay, how can you be? And I really don't want to leave the romance I have there and the different things going on and her business, but I really have this other dream. So we look at how to make that happen and how she can have her business running and be gone for portions of time and run an online business, or maybe she doesn't have to be online too much. You get to design your own life, design your own business, but it comes with knowing who you really are at the core. And that is knowing what you really want. Like, I find this again and again with the women and men I work with. They almost don't allow themselves to look at what they really want. Like, are you looking at what is most important to you? Are you tuning into your truth? What you have always wanted more than anything? Was it a dream career? Was it a dream relationship? Is that happening in your life now? Like, don't settle for a place of mediocrity. And the only way you'll really tune into that is getting honest with yourself and knowing yourself. And when we take in outside external distractions, and get ourselves busy with being busy, tune out of our emotions by escaping with external substances, even socializing to a strong degree where you're not feeling and like tuning into your wants and desires, like life just kind of goes by and all of a sudden it's like, well, this never happened. I never did get to live abroad. I never did take the time, to build a family, or I never did take the time to follow my dream career, or I never did. And that's okay. It's not too late, but it's really important that you're honest with yourself now so you can feel the feelings that come along with it, even if they don't feel good for the moment, because that's amazing, because it'll catapult you into taking the action that you want to make a shift in your life. Because today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with the rest of your life? Are you doing what you really want? And the only way you can figure that out is by tuning inward and knowing thyself, which is the practice of Svadhyaya in the niyamas of the 196 Yoga Sutras, an ancient philosophy that's there to bring you to a state of enlightenment and bliss and happiness. Let's get on to the third step. So, and I don't want to leave you hanging with my client D. We were so excited that she really looked at the potential and the possibilities with clarity as to how she could follow her dreams and keep her relationship and keep her business that she loves and develop more of a business with experiences abroad that she really wanted. Amazing. Like, if you don't take the time to work with someone outside of your own brain, oftentimes you'll stay in your brain spinning the same way in the same direction, right? Like, and then nothing changes. Nothing's really different. So really important to talk to someone that's not just going to go along with you or buy into any limitations that you may set on yourself. Like, if you say to your friends, oh yeah, I mean, that would never work. And they say, yeah, I mean, I get it. Or that's going to be really hard because it would I wouldn't be able to leave my family. They'd say, oh yeah, like that's not going to serve you and make an actual difference or an impact, right? Someone has to say, no, what are you talking about? Like, that's where I come in. It's where a coach comes in. And by the way, if you're here with me, I didn't mention this, and it's so amazing and so important. September 22nd, 23rd, I have a 2-day event that will change your life. It's a half day. It's just a little more than a half day each day. And I'll put this on the screen. You would go to transformationtarot.com/events, and you need to pre-register right now. So you don't pay anything for it. This is just free pre-registration. There is a cost associated with it, and you'll have a choice later if you want VIP or regular. But right now you need to be on the wait list and make sure that you can get into that event that we have coming up. Here you go. transformationtarot.com/events. And this is for either the person that is curious about becoming a coach and how to build that business, a person that's already a coach and wants to take it even further and become more lucrative in that, or even a person who wants to be coached and just receive, because all of it happens in these 2 days that we share together. I hope you're still hanging on for the third key in finding absolute confidence, and the kind of confidence that changes your life, because you now have a passion. Key one, I'll put these on the screen again. Key one, tapas. You have a passion and a burning desire, a zeal to do the thing, to live out your life the way your highest self sees you. Number 2, knowing thyself on a deep level, svadhyaya. Be honest about your wants and desires are, what's working for you and what's not working for you. Tune into your truth. And you show up with this amazing confidence in what you're doing, that it doesn't even matter. It's not about your skills. It's not about your beauty. It's not about your experiences. It's about this deep connection to self and your truth. And it is about this burning desire and passion to do what you're doing. And then it also takes the third step. Okay, this is going to sound like an odd word if you're not familiar with the sutras in Sanskrit. Ishvara Pranidhana. It's the third and final step. Absolutely necessary, even if you don't do the others. And it is surrender. And in the sutras, it is surrender to a higher power. So whatever that is to you. But there is a sense of surrendering, that you don't have to figure out what you should be doing, what someone else should be doing. You have to trust on a deeper level. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust in someone you're working with, maybe a coach. And you have to trust that spirit or God or the universe, whatever you ascribe to, has a higher plan for you, that there is more for you and that you deserve it. And that is the beauty of Ishvara Pranidhana. And when you have that level of trust, you will have an amazing new sense of confidence. When you really trust that you are meant for great things on this earth and in this lifetime, you will find that confidence from within that you really need. So even if you can do nothing else, Ishvara Pranidhana. And that is finding the trust. That everything in your life is happening for you, not to you. And that other people in your life, they are also on their soul's journey. And you can't figure it out for them. They're here to figure it out. So trust that they are where they're meant to be. Trust that your children are where they're meant to be. I had another client doing a VIP day last week. We had 2. And I have a VIP day tomorrow. These are hot right now. So you should come up and do a VIP day with me, or book a connection call, and I'll tell you what they're all about. But another client, she was really worried about the steps her sons were taking in their lives. And what happens is that it was causing her a lot of pain. And we really looked at like the need to control, even though it comes from love. Of course, I'm a mother too. Like, I want the best, for my child. But when you get in their business, you're not in your own business. When you get in like the way things should be, you're not in your business, you're in God's business. And it's really important to stay in your business, to live in a place that is more enlightened, connected, and even confident, because you lose your uncertainty because you can't make the changes you want to make in those people around you. And this will cause you struggle from within. Let go of the struggle from within, because you are here to experience joy and love and beauty in this life. And you get to allow yourself to experience more of that by letting go of the control on those around you. So when she recognized that it wasn't her ex-husband that was trying to control everything, even though it felt that way, and it wasn't that she couldn't help, it was that letting go was helping, was teaching the boys their independence and letting them be on their soul's journey and still being there to love them. And that helps facilitate an environment within your heart and your mind and your body where you have greater confidence in being where you are meant to, being here and now, exactly where you're meant to be in your life, that you are doing everything you are meant to do. And there it comes back to that matter of trust. So with that, I'm going to close out today. And thank you for joining me for Tuesdays with Tara to create a life you love. I will be back next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Central Time. Go right now to transformationtara.com/events, or just go to transformationtara.com, click on upcoming events, scroll down to the Art of Transformative Coaching on September 22nd, 23rd, and pre-register. This is free. You just want to get your name on the list. Mark your calendars, 8 to 1 Pacific, 10 to 3 Central for those 2 days. Block this time off, because I promise you wholeheartedly, this will be a life-changing 2 days worth 100 times the money that you'll invest in it. It's a very low-cost investment anyway. And if it's not, I'm more than happy to give you your money back. But you will be blown away at what you can discover of the potential in your own life, where you could be holding yourself back with limitations, how you can take your purpose and monetize it. Oh, and lastly, Thursday is the free masterclass. So hop on and register for that too right away. So we've got the masterclass, we've got the event coming up. Lots happening over here, and I am so excited to see you there. So thanks for tuning in. Have an amazing day. Summer is like coming to an end before we know it, but let's just stay positive and enjoy the amazing beauty all around us. With that, so much love. Thanks for being here. Leave me a little wave or emoji if you were here. Great to connect with you.